Does it count down?
No. Welcome everybody to another episode of Pages from Rock Bottom. I'm Matt.
I'm Kim.
Tonight we're going to be turning the page from chaos to connection.
To chaos.
To chaos.
We're going to turn the page to chaos to connection. From chaos to connection. Don't. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, so we're going to talk about our journey from addiction to recovery, from chaos to connection, and how meeting and recovery gave us a second chance of life together, love, and building a family together. We're going to talk about how we rebuilt trust, finding peace, and growing together, and surviving the storm.
Yeah.
And we're gonna the dogs.
Here we go.
They're gonna be all up in this episode tonight. So be prepared to hear some dogs barking.
Always.
Yorkies. Teddy, Chloe, and Boomer.
Yeah.
Why did I say it like that?
I have no idea.
I almost forgot his name. Not gonna lie.
Just lagging.
Yeah. What, us?
Yeah.
All right. So where to begin for me and Matt would be in treatment. I was in treatment. I think you went to treatment before I went to treatment. We were about the same time.
I got to treatment like it was either October or November.
Yeah, mine was like November-ish.
Yeah. I think October 14th this day I got there.
Yeah, because you weren't there. Like we met, what, January? December. I'm glad he remembers.
Yep.
That. But he used to give us years that we didn't have together.
We got not on.
Yeah. He did. He used to give us years that we didn't have together yet. But we do now have together. All right. So Matt's going to share how meeting and recovery changed his outlook on love and healing.
I mean, I really didn't even know what love was.
Me neither.
Not in a healthy way.
Who does, realistically?
Normal people.
Yeah. That's so not true. That is so not true. Not every normie person knows what love is truly looks like or is supposed to look like. I think that's something that you find or you know what to look for or what you will set boundaries with to accept in your relationship. Does that make sense? Love is love. You love who you love, but
for me, it was finding someone that wanted the same things I did. I didn't want somebody to exist with. I wanted somebody to build with
and grow with. Yeah, that's the same for me.
I existed long enough.
Same. You know, and I say that to people still to this day. You know, I can't say names out loud, but like I just said that not too long ago to somebody, like, when are you going to start stop existing and start living? So I think that's something that we did together, and we
still are.
We are, and we.
Hey, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Gotta get the reading glasses out tonight.
Yeah, he's. I blew the thing up for him so he can see.
Yeah, I'm still squinting.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a thing.
It happens.
I'm old. Yeah, man. Drew at work.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, when's the last time I seen you?" I was like, "Oh, no." He's like, "You're getting pretty gray." I was like, "Thanks, buddy." You know what I mean? It's his job.
Yeah. You know you're getting old when somebody at your job is like, "Hey, you're getting gray hair," but little do they realize he's had it for a long time.
Yeah, 5 miles on his body.
So where did we meet at? Let's talk about where we met. In treatment.
Yeah,
at a meeting.
Redeemers or something.
Redeemers?
Is that the name of it?
It was not called Redeemers. I don't remember the name, but it's definitely not called Redeemers.
It wasn't like a normal meeting. Like they allowed cross talking and all kinds of stuff.
But it was a good meeting.
It was.
It was a really, really good meeting. That's where we met. And here we are today.
Yep, well, Facebook stalking, tracked me down.
He's a stalker.
Yeah,
He's a stalker.
I just seen what I wanted and went for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That he did. He even told me, like, I Facebook stalked you to find you, blah, 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 blah. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it started. Started with a simple conversation. It's had its
It was definitely
trials. Huh?
Jay said it was definitely Redeemers.
It is not called, it was not, Jay, it was not called Redeemers. It was not called Redeemers.
Oh, that's tough.
You'll have to, because Tackett, I know you're not watching, but if you were, you need to tell us what the name of your meeting was.
Yeah.
It was an awesome meeting. We all always wanted to go to it. But it was a really good meeting. That's where we met. We were just trying to rebuild our lives, and somehow we met in this chaos and that chaos of trying to heal, and we found each other.
Yeah, definitely wasn't looking for love.
No, hell no. I was trying to find myself.
Right.
Still working on myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, Jay, it was not. It was not called Redeemers. It was called something else. Okay, now it's gonna bother me.
It was on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your dogs are being crazy.
Remember, probably snuck in there.
Yeah, probably. Teddy was trying to stick his big head through it. You see your grandpups, Jay? They're just running around acting like they're crazy.
All over the place.
So anyway, we found a connection. We found each other. It didn't take as long to fall in love, realistically.
No.
I am not arguing with you. I'm just telling you that it was not called Redeemers. It was called something else. And you would think, like, it'd be in the place that we met. Well, not really. We really didn't meet there. We met on Facebook, if you want me to be 100% honest.
Yeah, what up, girl?
He said, love them babies. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had to zoom in for that because I totally sent a different word.
Yeah. Anyway, so tonight's just me and the husband. Of course, like I said, we've met in recovery. We've been trying to rebuild our lives. We're doing really, really good at it. We find peace and healthy solitude with each other. We have a great relationship. I think.
We do.
We really do. It's not a terrible relationship. We're very codependent. That's probably very unhealthy. But we are very codependent, but not to the point to where it takes us to the place to where, like, we're putting our hands on each other in arguments. We do not argue. We bicker.
Yeah.
But we do not argue. I can be a bit much overbearing sometimes. You know, a relationship hasn't been the best, and he definitely hasn't been the best. But we continue to learn, not just from lessons and mistakes, but from each other on a daily basis. And we definitely teach each other how to treat each other because we set boundaries with each other. We both came from dark places, and neither one of us is looking for love.
No, we're just trying to survive.
Yeah. I definitely came from dark places. My relationships, past relationships, were never good. They always consisted of abuse, narcissism, and drugs or alcohol. That was my first marriage was nothing but drugs and alcohol. But that's what we were trying to heal from. Oh, it's not working. There it is. But recovery gave us something real, and tonight we want to talk about that journey. Is he scratching to go outside?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about living in survival mode.
Okay.
When you look back at your lowest point before you really started healing, what stands out the most?
I was ungrateful. I was self-derived and self-pity, self-sabotage. I mean, there's a lot.
So for me, what stands out the most is I couldn't get past blaming myself for every little thing. Didn't matter if it was my fault or not. I couldn't. That's what stands out. Like I could not stop blaming myself for everything until Kip told me one day and showed me, like, well, not showed me, but made me really look at all the positive things that happened and all the chaos that was going on in my life.
Yeah.
That was a turning point for me. Like, I'll never forget that day when we were talking about the death of my son, the death of my mom passing away, you know, a lot of things. And like, I would blame myself for me losing my son and him being born prematurely and, you know, only living 5 minutes after he, you know, was born. And like, I would blame myself, you know, but Kip really made me look at, like, he's like, I hear you saying like all the negative things about, you know, that day, but I don't hear you saying anything, any of the positives. I was like, how the hell do you expect me to pull a positive from watching my child die? You know? He was like, well, I can name a few, you know? So, what he did, he's like, one, your other kids got to keep their mother. Two, he was with him when he needed you the most.
Yeah.
And I never thought of it that way, you know, but it was really hard. That stands out the most for me. That was like one of the turning points.
So honestly, I would say my turning point, when you put it like that, was sitting in that holding cell with Felicia Schiavone. You know, because that up to that point, like even after I got locked up, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. You know, I didn't want to. Like, really, I had absolutely no will to live. Like, I didn't want to anymore. I didn't care whether I lived or died. And you know, we're sitting there talking about my case and whatever else, and he said, Matt, ultimately, it comes down to 2 words. So what's that? He said, my conduct. Yeah, and at first, like, I didn't really understand what he meant, but, you know, I'm in jail, so I ain't got nothing but time to think.
Yeah, to think.
And,
sleep and think and
you know,
eat.
I start really processing what he said, and, you know, what he meant is my conduct. It means I'm in control. You know what I mean? I control how I treat other people. I control how I talk to myself. I control how I treat myself, how I think of myself, how I treat other people. Everything in my life, it's my conduct.
Yeah.
You know, and that, honestly, that was kind of the beginning steps of, for me, on my first step.
Oh.
I was truly powerless over that disease.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I still am.
Yeah.
But there are aspects of my life that I do control. I write my story now, and I control how it goes from here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We both do.
And then another one. So I finally get to Ed's place, and the very first, I think it's my second day there. Miss Ashley pulls me into the office. I got signed a suicide contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like the next day or something like that, we're all in group, and like I've been in treatment so many times. Like I can manipulate most counselors and tell them what they want to hear, and make you think that I'm this recovery guru and I got my shit together.
Guru.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
When I went to the recovery council, like that was the first time I've ever been around counselors that called me out on my bullshit and challenged me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just accept it. And one of the first things I started talking about was my daughter. And I'll never forget Miss Angela. She was like, "Matt, would you die for your kid?" So absolutely. She's like, "Then why the fuck won't you live for it?" And that shit pierced my heart, because at that time, that made me realize it's not just about my daughter. It's about my mom. It's about my brother, my sister, my entire family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I shit on them, and I would die for any of them, but I wasn't strong enough or willing to live for them.
An addiction, that's not something that we do. We're living for one thing that has consumed us and consumed our mind and hijacked our brain, realistically.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it until I don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all need to quit. Behave. Your grandpups are out of control, Jay. Out of control.
Okay. Come on.
We got one right here. You see her?
Come on.
You see her? All right. So, how did living in survival mode shape the way you handled love and emotions? This is a good question. It made me really examine who and what I really wanted to stand for, like as for inside myself. Like, how should I say this? It made me really think about who I wanted to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how I should be able, how I should put me first. Because I was always, and I still do it, but because I'm always quick to put other people's emotions and feelings above my own.
That's good. Me too.
Yeah, and caretaking.
Yeah.
But it's a work in progress, but survivor mode really helped me with that because it really made me examine me.
Yeah.
Me. Because I didn't know how to handle my emotions. How I didn't even know what really love was. I knew that I loved my children, but I forgot what the true love I had for them was because all I could think about was the love I had for that drug. So I had to learn how to love somebody. It's not that I quit loving them, so I hope none of you Karens take that wrong.
I had to learn what it truly meant to love unconditionally.
Absolutely. There you go.
Because, in my addiction, I love you as long as you can help me.
Oh, yeah. What can you do?
I mean?
Yeah. What can you do for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I think that survival mode teaches you a lot of different things. How to process things, how to look at things at a different perspective, especially when you're in a desperation survival mode. Especially when you're like, man, you're in that pre-contemplation stage of change, and you're like, do I want to change?
Yeah.
Or do I want to just fake it until I make it and then go right back to doing what I was doing?
I think I wanted to change. I just didn't have the belief that I could.
I had to believe that I could. I just didn't know if I wanted to.
Mm.
That was my thinking. And it really took for people to challenge, to say that I wasn't going to do something for me to be able to stay and get past that 30 days to do it.
Yeah.
And then that's when everything started changing for me. And then I met Matt. But I'd already, oh, that's a good question, Jay. How do you guys as a team make each other better? I call him out on his bullshit. He calls me out on my bullshit. We hold each other accountable. We set boundaries with each other. And we just love each other.
I think we make each other a lot more driven. You know what I mean? Like, I've never had someone in my life that,
hi, Becky,
when I tell her I have this vision of something I want to do, like, she's not going to dismiss it or act like I never, you know what I mean? She's not going to blow it off. She's going to push me and make me strive to do it. You know what I mean? And I never had that, nor did I want it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But now he's like, man, she tells me what to do all the time. No, I don't. I do sometimes. It's fine. It's fine. We do each other. You know, it's not that we tell each other what to do. We just give each other advice. Like, this is what I would do. We help each other in a lot of ways, realistically. We might be codependent, but I'm not going to say that it's healthy because it may not be, but it works for us.
In a lot of ways, we're interdependent, but I would say we're most codependent when it comes to our emotions.
Yeah.
Because we feed off each other.
Absolutely. He's in a bad mood. This girl gets in a bad mood. If I'm in a bad mood, he gets in a bad mood. Real quick. So we try to match each other's energy, and it ends up with us bickering and probably not talking for a couple hours. So that way, neither one of us says something that we don't mean or that's hurtful.
You know, and for me, it kind of goes back to our segment with Jay, like when he was talking about him and Mom, you know, and I really felt what he said because, like, I'm not just in love with my wife, I'm in love with my best friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing in this life that I want to do without you.
Yeah. I don't want to do it without you.
I don't want to go to Walmart. You know what I mean? I don't want to do nothing.
I don't want to take a shower without you. Yeah. But we make each other in a lot of ways because we crave that with each other. It's not just a partnership. Oh, we love you too, Becky.
But it's also something that didn't just happen. We built this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we first got together, I was still a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I still was attention seeking. I needed validation from multiple women. Like, even though it was never physical with anybody, like, your boundary of what cheating was never in my mind that it was. You know what I mean? Like, talking to somebody, that's not cheating. I have to touch them. Like, you're the one that opened
It's the way you talk to somebody. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, you're the one that opened my mind to see what I was doing was fucking wrong.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
What's wrong with your dog?
Who knows, man?
He's barking at something. He may be barking at his own shadow. He does that in that.
He may just be seeing his reflection in the stove. You know what I mean? He wants to fight that guy. I can relate to that.
Yeah. Definitely. How many times do you want to fight yourself? But that was a great question, Dave. But we are just better together. And I mean, we could definitely survive without each other. I know. How do you guys as a team? Okay, that's the same one.
When you say words,
When
you say words out of anger, they can hurt you deeply and it puts a wall of this thing.
Absolutely. But we teach people how to treat us, right? And I say this all the time. You know, you cannot, if you continue to allow somebody to talk to you, down to you, call you names, treat you like shit and all that, guess what? And you don't put them boundaries up with them and set them boundaries like, I'm not going to allow you to treat me this way, they're going to continue to do it as long as you continue to forgive them for it. Do not accept that. Do not accept anything less than what you deserve. Because honestly, he doesn't do that shit to me. You know what I mean? He's not going to. You're not going to talk to me like that. You know what I mean?
But like that's also why I say like everything we have is built and learned.
Yeah, for sure.
When we first got together, I didn't even know how to communicate with someone in a healthy way. Like I researched that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I learned from you what's acceptable and what's not.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
And then at that point, it comes down to respect.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, there's boundaries. You have to set boundaries in relationships, and you have to set boundaries on how you allow somebody to treat you. So remember that. Like, what?
Ellen said, I swear I hear you saying this in the back of my head at least 3 times a day.
But it's the truth. It is the truth. And I know, like, I probably sound like a broken record, but it is very, very true. And that's one of the things that, I learned in treatment and, has stuck with me because it is true. Because I've been in so many abusive relationships, and I would forgive people. And the next thing I know, a few minutes later, they're beating my fucking ass again. We can't.
So I used to really struggle with disassociation. So like even when we first got together and we were still learning how to communicate, like if I feel attacked or something like that, like I'm gonna shut down.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna disassociate with what just happened. I'm gonna act like it never even fucking happened.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna bottle my feelings up, and then I'm gonna pressure pot because eventually I'm gonna explode and it's gonna come out in anger.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, Becky, boundaries are a big thing. They're important. It's not just some little cliche saying that they're like, you got to set boundaries, you got to set boundaries, you got to set boundaries with yourself, you got to set boundaries with other people. You have to. Because without boundaries, you know what? You're going to continue to cross them, and other people are going to continue to cross them, and nothing is going to get better in your life. I promise you, when you start setting them boundaries and teaching people how to treat you, things change. Things change. People look at you differently. It's empowering. You know what I mean? But try it. Let me know how it goes for you. And Ellen, yes, absolutely. I've said this to you probably a million times. We teach people how to treat us. Let that, if anything you take away from this, that's one thing you take away. All right. What was you gonna say? Was you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. What moment made you realize that things were starting to shift, that we were moving from chaos to connection?
So for me, it was when.
You're welcome, Ellen.
Obviously some stuff happened, and you told me to get the fuck out, and I went back to Salina, and it was kind of at that moment where I accepted what I was doing wasn't right in any way, and I think that's when I truly came to the conclusion, like, I don't want to do this life without you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I really started digging into what's driving me to still act on these defects I have. Because ultimately, that's what it came down to. Like, why am I still seeking validation? Or for me, it all came to self-worth and not allowing myself to be vulnerable. If I'm not vulnerable with you, you can't hurt me.
Yeah.
In past relationships, like, I expected that and I waited for it. And sometimes I would create it.
You tried.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Self-sabotage.
Didn't happen. That was me, it didn't. You did yourself. Yeah. And that goes back to them setting them boundaries and teaching people how to treat us. And I just told him what was acceptable and what was not, and told him that, what did I say? What was the exact words? I choose to want you. I don't need you. I choose to want you. There's a difference.
What was that moment for you?
Well, when I started letting my walls down, because I was used to abuse from every angle, whether it was just somebody was being nice to me, it was abusive in a relationship, that is, to sex abuse. Um,
When we first got together, you didn't know how to accept kindness.
yes. So when I finally started to let them walls down and embrace, it's one of the things Matt kept saying was embrace me, embrace it, like embrace this, embrace what we have or what we got going on. Because in my mind, fucked up mind, it was like, if he's being nice to me, this motherfucker is doing something wrong. Like, what did he do? You know what I mean? Motherfucker's being nice. He's cleaning. He's making the bed. He's touching my feet. He done something. What the fuck did you do? And that, and that was really hard for me. And, it was really hard for me not just to accept kindness that he was giving me, but to understand what passion is. I really struggled because I never felt it. So I'd have to say the passion in the relationship, the chemistry between us was the turning. I never felt anybody. So, and it was really hard for me to accept. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard for me to accept. I wanted him to beat my ass. You know what I mean? So it was something that I was used to, but that was it realistically. The passion. That's the truth.
When did you first start to believe that we could actually rebuild something healthy together?
After you came back from Salina and I set your clothes on fire in the yard. Crazy.
Yeah, but what led you to believe it?
Believe what?
That we could build something.
Because you tried.
I did.
And there was that's different than anything that I'd ever encountered. So, you actually put the work in. I'm like, well, you're going to do this. You're going to go back to outpatient. You're going to, you know what I mean? This is my ultimate. I don't want to be with somebody who's not going to invest in themselves and work on themselves, because I'm working on me. I don't need you to bring me down. You know what I mean? So if this is what you want, then this is what we'll do. Huh? Oh, if not, bye. Yeah, it was bye. Because I was like, there's the door. I don't need this. I'm in drug court. I've already completed, outpatient. I'm about to graduate drug court. You know what I mean? And I had a lot going on. Like, I'm trying to rebuild a relationship with my kids. Like, and I don't need your bullshit, dude. If you're not going to work on yourself, then, but you did.
I did.
You did. And you really dug deep into it. You went back to outpatient. You did your groups. You did your counseling. You did all the things. That's.
Shout out to Shiree.
Shout out to Shiree. But that's when it was for me. That's when it was for me.
It was the same moment for me, really.
Yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we started believing in our relationship.
Well, I started doing, it's kind of ironic.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Like you said, especially early on, like I kept telling you to embrace it. But I wasn't taking my own advice.
You wasn't embracing it yourself, yes.
Yeah.
We never do. Oh, we never embrace we don't want to do that. Anything that's good for us at first, until we learn that recovery is one big lesson, whether it's with relationships, ourselves, learning coping skills. You know, we fall.
Hard to do.
For sure. It's definitely hard to do. I still work on myself on a daily basis. I have my morning sessions with Ellen. She thinks that, you know, it's counseling her, but she helps me too. Like we help each other. But if somebody would have told me at a young age that life wasn't going to be easy and that you were going to fall on your face 50 million freaking times before, you know, and you're still going to fall even when you start getting it. But I think our relationship is strong.
I had set in my mind I wasn't going to live to 30.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly believed it.
This is a good one. I want to hear your answer to that. What helped you stay strong when you was struggling to find your footing in recovery?
When I was?
Yeah. Or when I was.
Never really struggled with it.
No, I had my mind set. Like, I need this. Like, I never felt so alive after that day with Kip. And I shout out to Kip. If you ever see this, Kip, thank you. Thank you. I know I've thanked you 1,000,001 times, but that man helped me so much and opened my eyes to so many things. But I had my mindset. Like, this is what I want. This is what I do. And nothing, not even him, was going to stop me from accomplishing what I wanted to do in life. And you still don't?
I would say what helped me was people believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself. Because I damn sure didn't know how to believe in myself or love myself, but I had, at least when I came down here, I began to surround myself with people that did.
Yeah.
And then people I had fucking extreme resentments towards because I felt like they were after me. Even though I'm not living right and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, so you're going to violate me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're doing this to me. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Like, if I seen her today, I would still say thank you. Like, you violating me and locking me up, you saved my life because I was on a 2-week bender doing absolutely everything I could to overdose.
Yeah.
Everything. Wouldn't work.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Nope.
Yeah. Was not meant to be.
You know, looking back now, like, I truly do believe that everything happens for a reason.
It does. For sure. I believe that too. Believe that too. Ooh.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about how we both healed individually before we could grow together as a couple. Initially, I was truly wholeheartedly working on myself when we first got together. I think Matt was still trying to find his footing. Not really sure. Can't really say that. But he still had a lot of work to do, and so did I. Absolutely.
I was doing a lot of work with like my trauma and stuff I never faced before. But I necessarily wasn't ready to let go of all of my defects. Nor
our reservations.
Yeah, because I catastrophize.
Ooh, who doesn't? I still do.
I used to thrive in that shit.
Yeah.
Give me a reason to go do what in the back of my mind I want to do. You know what I mean?
Rebecca said, amen. Amen, sister. Amen. Yeah, absolutely. Give me an excuse. You want to piss me off? I'm going to go get, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go get.
Can't watch me hurt me.
Yeah. That's how it goes, though.
Yeah. What's one thing recovery taught you about being a partner?
Oh, God. That sometimes I have to admit that I'm wrong.
When that happen?
Not very often.
I'm just kidding.
But it's true. Not very often. But I do admit when I'm wrong, and I do apologize when I do.
No, we don't.
I do too apologize.
Most of the time we don't apologize. We just fucking.
I do. He's lying.
Talk to me later, bro.
No, I'm not talking about in the moment. if I'm wrong and I've crossed that line and said something to you, I will apologize. Don't allow him to manipulate. I'm calling him on his bullshit right now. But yeah, that's it right there.
For me, it was truly learning how to be selfless.
Oh,
I had to learn how to compromise. I had to,
God, you gonna knock me out the chair. Compromise, man, that's probably one of the hardest things in a relationship is compromise. I'm a control freak.
compromise, communication.
Yeah,
Trust.
I got great communication skills. Great. I do. Here lately, I do not. I can communicate really well.
Yeah. I had to learn how to let my walls down.
He's got to learn, and it's still that, and me too, that we're not attacking each other because sometimes we can both come across like
I'm a dick.
that we are attacking each other when that's not the case at all. You would think being together as long as we've been together that we would know that when one's being a bitch and the other one's being a dick or we're both just being bitches, that we would know. But it's hard sometimes because both having anger issues.
101, Jay. 101.
Yes,
It's already been talked about.
it's 101, Jay, not 100-inch. It's 101.
Yep. Newest one out is 101. We've already talked about it.
We didn't talk about it. He just said the next one is 101-inch. That's it. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Whatever you want. It's what we work for. You know, what's the point in, going to work every day if you can't have the things that you want, right? If you have the money, get it. Treat yourself sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. I just bought me this little nifty, well, it's not little, but nifty antique thing. Ellen, you ought to see it. I sent you pictures. But anyway, yeah, it is pretty awesome for an island for my kitchen. It's absolutely beautiful. How did your relationship push you to become the best version of yourself? Well, and not only so, it took away from me just focusing on me, and I knew that I had to focus on both of us and what we were building together. I didn't know how to be a partner. I didn't know shit about being a partner. I'm still learning how to be a good partner. You know what I mean?
You're great. You're awesome.
I love to cook. I don't mind cleaning. I hate folding laundry and putting it away, but I will do it.
You just have to learn how to fold jeans right.
Yeah, pockets got to be out.
Yeah.
And now his shirt's got to be folded a certain way. Okay, but I mean,
and things in my closet have a certain place.
Yes, they do. And it's kind of rubbed off on me because now I want like my sweaters together and all that. Before I didn't give a fuck. Like, who cares? You're taking it down, you're putting it on.
It's efficiency.
Sounds like my wife. I wouldn't doubt it, Jay. But that's it for me. Like, just learning how to not just think about myself, but to actually think about a partnership with somebody and how important it was to make sure that I was putting your needs also with mine.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to become selfless. Shout out to Ryan Rogers.
Ryan Rogers.
He always challenged me on that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's the one that really pounded it in my head, like, whether it's my words or my actions, they have consequences on how they affect you.
Absolutely.
And that's something my entire life I never took into consideration with anybody I was ever with, because it didn't fucking matter as long as I was okay.
Absolutely.
But also, like I said before, like, those prayers I used to have that became goals, we've got damn near every one.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There's not been a goal that I've set that I have not accomplished.
I just say someday.
Just not yet.
Pretty much everything we have, I haven't done.
When you say someday, I say that means just not yet.
Yeah, someday.
Just not yet.
Or one day.
One day.
Yeah.
One day we'll have a 101-inch TV.
101.
101.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. All right. So what's something recovery taught you about love that maybe you didn't know before? Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Everything.
It
What a touch was, like it, just a, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, tell me. Affection. Intimacy. Affection.
Yeah.
Affection.
So recovery taught me I had to truly love and accept myself before I could love and accept someone else.
That's where it starts. When they tell you that it starts with you and ends with you, that's real.
Yeah.
Don't just take that shit and push it to the side like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. No, they do. Trust me, they do. It's not a cult. I thought it was a cult. You know what I mean? When I first got into recovery, like first time and second time, like I thought it was a cult. And but when they tell you that stuff, it's true. It starts with you, and it really does. If you don't work on you and you don't learn how to love yourself and know your self-worth and all that, you're not going to be able to know how to treat another person in a relationship.
Right. Yeah, and that's why in some ways, like, I wouldn't necessarily how do I say it? Like, I wouldn't necessarily tell someone to jump into a relationship early in recovery because they always tell you not to. But at the same time, like, it helped me in a lot of ways. But make sure the person you're doing it with truly wants what you want. You know what I mean? Do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Where we at? This one?
Yeah.
How has your idea of home changed since you got sober? Whew.
Home used to be my hideout and isolation place, and now it's my solitude and peace.
Same. It used to be chaos for me.
Nowhere else I want to be besides home.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Whether I'm fucking 1,200 miles away or I'm 15 minutes away, like home's where I want to be.
Home is where the heart is, and wife's food.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I still struggle with pride, so I've gotten better about it. But in some ways, like, I'll become who I'm around.
Yes.
Right? So
irritating.
It's I think honestly, besides, I mean, not even really with my family. Like, they never really got to know the true me. They do now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've allowed myself to be me around them, but for most of my life, like, I just put on a persona of who and what I want you to think of me. When it comes to you, though, like, I've always been 100% authentic. This is me. I'm fucking goofy. I'm sarcastic. Like, I'm me with you.
He's got imposter issues.
Imposter?
That's what it sounds like. Like, you allow yourself to be somebody totally different than who you aren't around other people. Isn't that what it's called?
I've never heard that.
We'll look it up. We might do a segment on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But mine is that it's real. It's not fake. It's not something that I have to wake up and fake through the day for. Like, I get up, I'm bitch ass tired. I can drink coffee now, yay. And and it's real. It's real. And I know what to expect throughout my day because I know what my day is going to consist of. It may be chaotic sometimes, but it's fucking real.
True.
Yeah. All right, now what about this one? Rediscovering connection. When life gets tough now, what keeps you grounded compared to before? Each other.
But that also comes back to the individuality.
Yeah.
Like, there's multiple tools I use to keep myself grounded. Like, dumbass coping skills that I thought were stupid and just bullshit when I actually applied them and used them.
They're real. They work.
God, it actually works.
The fuck? Who would have thunk it?
Right.
Who would have thunk that you went and you did all these great things for yourself that it would actually work? I mean, I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. And it's still working. Still working. What do you think our kids see in us now that they couldn't before recovery? Their mom. Somebody who's going to be there for them. Real love, compassion, a safe place.
Yeah.
All kinds of things. I mean, I could go on and on about this. They see me, something they couldn't see before. They see me.
For me, when it comes to my biological daughter, like she didn't even know who I was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Realistically, you know, and as fucked up as it sounds, you know, judge me all you want. Like,
come for me, Karen. No.
I've used the relationship I've built with our kids as a form of making amends to her.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know
good.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And to myself. Like, I'm the dad to them that I should have been to her.
Absolutely.
Like, my goal is to never make them question whether I'm going to be there or love them, or they just know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Clinton. What would you say to couples who are still stuck in that survival mode we once lived in?
Consistency.
Show patience and understanding.
Absolutely.
But
also willingness.
Yes.
Like, if your partner calls you out on your defects, you can't
automatically go in defense mode.
Yeah.
Hear that person out, because just because you don't see it doesn't mean that other people don't.
Don't let your past define what you have now.
Yeah, your future that you're building with someone. And don't carry your past relationship issues into your new relationship. That's not going to work. Just because somebody else cheated on you in your past relationship doesn't mean that they're going to do it now.
Right.
Or just because somebody acted a certain way in your past relationship doesn't mean that person's going to do it now. Don't carry that shit into your new relationship, because it's not going to work. That person is not that person. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
What's one memory from early recovery that still hits you emotionally?
Oh God. Whew.
In a good way.
What?
And something that hits you emotionally, but in a good way.
The day that I was going to see my son Gabe, he's still baby, and I still had supervised visits with him at the CPS building. And I hadn't seen my other kids for about a year. And then Damien and Dom come running across the parking lot into the building screaming, "Mommy, Mommy," and he dived into my arms. That still hits me emotionally, because I breastfed him I breastfed Dom too, but that still, he's my little chunky monkey. You know what I'm saying? I love him, and but that still hits me emotionally. I'll never forget that. And finding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moments for me.
Yeah, me too. But that one sticks out the most to me because I hadn't seen them in so long. I didn't see Bella that day, but I seen those two, and they never missed a beat because they knew it was Mommy. Yeah. All right. Any for you?
There's a lot.
Just one.
I guess probably my first visit back home when I was at Ed's place when I went home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I don't know that she realizes it, but the way my mom looked at me, like the look in her eyes, it was a look that I hadn't seen in a long time, and it was a look of hope. You know, that's
being proud too.
That's something I still carry with me because I still this day, like even though it's been 7 years, like I still reflect on those early days, whether it's good or bad times, because it doesn't let me forget my growth, but it also still motivates me to strive to be who I want to be.
Absolutely.
You know, because I made a promise to myself early on when I truly figured out that I want to bury that old me and I want to truly build a new life. Like I want to be the best son, brother, uncle, father I can be. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Do we do this one?
What? I don't even know. What's our proudest moment?
Yeah. What's our proudest moment for us as a couple?
What's yours?
Getting married.
Yeah. That's something I never thought I would do.
Saying I do.
It only took like 5 times of asking me. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was a douchebag.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was always real quick too. No.
fuck no. Are you crazy? That's a hell of a commitment, and you are not ready for it. I'll say yes when you're ready for it. That's it. What helps you stay focused on the good when old pain or memories resurface?
What helps you stay focused on the good?
You, the kids, what we have, life. But I'm gonna say remembering where I'd been and came from to what I have now.
Yeah.
It's okay to look back and see and remember things, but staying there is a different story. But don't ever forget where you came from, and always remember where you don't want to go back to.
Absolutely. For me, it's pretty much everything you said.
Yeah, us. What would you say to couples who are still stuck in that survival mode? We did?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I up there then?
Because we skipped one.
Oh, we did. We skipped one.
Progress, not perfection.
Yeah, right here.
Yep.
A reflection from early recovery or your first year together.
shit, I got a whole notebook. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, God, we got great memories, from walking down the aisle, from bad memories to good memories. God, we built this. We built what we have right now. And I would not trade it for the world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I got another. If this marriage if it doesn't work out, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. I'm done. Listen, I'm just, I'm gonna go to the Lions Den and, find some best friends and go on about my day. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't need another. I'm not doing a repeat, not a retry, repeat, nothing. I'm not doing it. So, we're just going to work on, what we have and continue to build and go from there. We're not going to create problems when there ain't none, because we don't have none. We have a really good life. Our relationship absolutely is not perfect. But we talk about stuff and we text stuff. We don't talk. We'll text it and then talk. Yeah.
But that's something that was learned.
Right? Yeah, right.
Like, there's no point in talking to you when I'm angry, because I'm going to say shit I don't mean, or I'm going to say shit just because I want to get a reaction out of you. You know what I mean?
He does that anyway. He does that just to nitpick. And it's not
in a playful way, though.
Yes, I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say, but it's in a playful way. But we have a great relationship, and there's really, I could sit here all day and tell you the little downsides of it, but I guarantee, like, that all the good is going to outweigh the bad. I'm never going to put somebody down for trying, you know what I mean, or for growth. And that's what he's done with his life, and that's what I've done with my life. And we've made it to where we work and grow together. And there's no more better partnership than building that partnership with your best friend and the love of your life.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you want a reflection, that's it. Like,
I like the next one.
What would you tell the version of yourself today?
Yeah.
What would you tell that version of yourself today? Oh, well, keep doing what you're doing, because you're going in the right direction. Maybe change a few things, work on your control issues. But still continue to focus and remember that you're not the only one when you're in a relationship. Feelings that matter. And that the person you with has feelings too. And work on your fucking deliverance and your facial expressions, because sometimes they fucking suck.
Yeah.
For
me, it would
be grateful.
Allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Yep.
Learn how to communicate in a healthy way.
Set boundaries.
Definitely set boundaries. It's kind of live by that golden rule, like, do unto others as you want done to you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, we're over time. All right. It does. So just remain hopeful, full of gratitude, and just look at how far we've come as people. We've got jobs. I'm not even going to talk about my job right now, but we got jobs. We have a house. We have 2 vehicles. We have 4 dogs. We get to see the kids. We have a lot going for us. We're not struggling, but we're not rich. Yeah. We're just rich in happiness and love, realistically. We don't really have a care in the world. Sometimes we get frustrated.
Yeah, but I look back at that like I used to have a shit ton of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all that money, it didn't bring me no happiness, because I didn't have anything in my life to be happy for.
Right. We're going to do this one. If you could describe our journey in one word today, what would it be and why?
One word?
One word.
Jeez. I would say perseverance.
Ooh. Oh
Whether it
God.
was whether it was doubt from within myself or the amount of people that told you to leave me the fuck alone. Your faith in me never wavered.
That was my word. I was gonna say faith.
Yeah.
Yes. Gotta have faith. You know, and you gotta have hope. And you gotta be full of, and it's more than one word. You gotta be full of gratefulness. Because if you don't have those things, you're gonna sit in darkness and bullshit. And you don't want that. There's nothing worse than sitting in your own fucking pot of shit and stirring yourself around and around and around and around and around. Don't do it. It's a fucking trap. Don't listen to yourself because sometimes you can give yourself the worst fucking advice.
Yeah, true that.
And don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. But if you're still in chaos, keep going. Connection is waiting on the other side of the work. Don't give up.
We met in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
We met when we were both broken.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much full of emptiness. There is true love. There is connection. There is hope. There is perseverance. There is stability.
And integrity.
There is peace.
Oh.
There is true joy.
Oh God, joy. That's a good one. Yes.
You know, and both of us, whether it's individually or most definitely together, beautiful things can come from being broken.
Oh, that's good. Yes. And broken beginnings can be built from broken beginnings.
Mm.
That's good. And that's it. We hope you guys have a great night, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I will be posting in a couple days on who our next
it's a mystery
guest will be.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. I will definitely be posting in the story and giving hopefully who it's going to be.
There's prospects.
There's prospects. But as we turn the page to another episode on Monday, join us, watch us, like, share, tell your friends about us. We enjoy coming on doing this. We love doing this. It helps us. We hope it helps somebody out there. Becky, thanks for commenting. Jay, thanks for commenting. Ellen, awesome. Thank you for commenting. Miss Ellen. And we appreciate you guys. And we hope you guys have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.